in 3rd grade when you had recess and there was like that one like toy or equipment piece that you loved? For me, it was the parallel bars, because bar tag, like, I rocked that. But sometimes there would be a kid who would just like hog it, right? Or like the swings. The swings especially, kids get greedy around swing. Turns out our educational system is kind of the same way. See, when a system was built by a certain demographic, a certain group of people, white men, it turns out they don't do a really good job of accommodating all of the diverse experiences and perspectives of, let's say, people of color or women. And we've seen this really take off in recent years, especially on university campuses, and it's starting to finally trickle into the public school system, where we have supplemental programs that make up for the failures of the system, right? This is actually not easy to do. It turns out people in power really don't like giving up their power and don't like admitting that they've made mistakes in creating systems, even though there's, you know, entire demographics of people who are like, you didn't think about me when you made this thing. Kind of an issue. So if we go to the book on pages 73 and 74, this is where we learn a little bit more about this. And I'm going to paraphrase a bit here because reading word by word out of context wouldn't quite make sense. But the capability of education is to minimize or annul a student's creative power, and to stimulate their credulity serves the interest of the oppressors, who neither care to have the world revealed nor see it transformed. The oppressor uses their humanitarianism to preserve a profitable situation, basically meaning that people who made the system the way it is need to preserve the system in order to preserve their power. You see that this is a problem. You know that this is a problem. What's even more interesting is what's said on page 74 directly following. Indeed, the interests of the oppressors lie in changing the consciousness of the oppressed, not the situation which oppresses them. Did you hear that? Right? The interest of the oppressors, right? The people who have basically, like, these kids who have been at the swing for like way too long. It's not in their interest to get off of the swing. It's in their interest for the person waiting in line for the swing to change their mind. I'm gonna let that one sink in. I would love to know what you think of this down in the comments. But of course, interact with this video however you see fit. It's your life and your choices. You can find me on Twitter at HeyCassieB, and I'll see each and every one of you next week.